Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Dr. Alessandro. Please like and subscribe. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing what is and is not appropriate for interview questions. Now, I know a lot of dental assisting schools are now, graduating new graduates, so new dental assistants are entering the workforce, as are new dentists, because graduation is pretty much universal. Springtime, pretty much everywhere, or at least across the world that I know. So what are interview questions that are appropriate and what really can't be asked? So appropriate questions are things along the lines of, what is your availability to work? What procedures do you like to do? How much experience do you have? Those are all appropriate questions. They're all work-related questions. Now, a social question like, hey, do you like to exercise? Okay, that's pretty much on the safe side. Okay, so it's okay to ask something like that. So if you are asked something like, hey, do you have fun at the gym? What recreational stuff do you enjoy? I mean, I guess that's okay. Now, if you disclose that you like blowing things up or you like smoking tons of marijuana or something like that, okay, well, yeah, I'm not sure how thrilled an employer might end up being. It all depends on the employer. I mean, I'm sure some are perfectly two thumbs up with that, depending on what state too, and others may be totally thumbs down. You never know. So that can be a little bit of a gray zone question, it's as far as recreational is concerned. So recreation, as long as it's harmless, like, hey, I like playing volleyball. Okay, pretty harmless. Or, hey, I like football. I like watching the Pitt Panthers or, pick a team. Fine, that's okay. But personal questions about, say, your relationship status, marriage status, things along those lines, that's a definite no-go. So that is something that you absolutely, positively should not have asked to you, or if you're an employer, you should not ask, because those are personal questions that can actually get you in a lot of trouble. So nothing along the lines of personal as far as relationship, sexual status, gender type of issues, things like that. That's all a no-go, okay? What really should be asked is just basically mainly professional. Like, what are you comfortable doing? What do you like to do? What can you do? When can you work? What is your availability? Things along those lines. That's perfectly okay. And that's what you should expect as a dental assistant grad and as a dentist graduate, new dentist graduate. Those are the sorts of questions that really you should expect and should be asked. Things that aren't on the overly personal level that cross the line, because that is something that's actually illegal and could get an employer in trouble. So unless you know the employer and you want to answer those questions, or you volunteer information, I mean, if you volunteer that information, that's a whole different ballgame. But if you're asked, that's not cool. So hopefully this clarified things, because I have seen some questions about interview tips, tricks, and what questions could be asked or what questions are okay and what are no-goes. So I did want to clarify that. Per voi che siete in Italia, ho visto che ci sono state alcune domande relative a interviste, quali domande possono essere poste a quelli che stanno cercando un lavoro, agli assistenti, e quelli che invece, quelli, anche i dentisti che stanno cercando lavoro. Quindi le domande personali, se un candidato è sposato, sposata, quale direzione sessuale, roba del genere, roba personale di quel genere, non può essere chiesto. Sono domande che non possono essere fatte. Però quelli che stanno cercando aiuto, cercando un assistente, possono chiedere qual è la vostra disponibilità, se riuscite a lavorare il sabato, venerdì, le serate, il mattino presto, roba del genere è ok. Domande su quali tipi di esperienze che voi avete avuto, perfettamente ok. Quante esperienze avete? Perfettamente ok. Quali procedure trovate più facili, quali trovate più difficili? Anche quelli sono domande perfettamente legittime. Però, come vi ho detto, quelli troppo personali non sono ok e sì, dovrebbero essere, in qualche modo, passati, cioè questo deve essere passato a qualcuno per poi investigare, perché sicuramente non sono le cose fatte in maniera giusta. Quindi tutto lì. Alright, thank you all for joining me. Grazie tantissimo per aver guardato questo mio video e spero che voi tutti stiate molto bene e di gran salute. Alright, everybody, hope you're all staying well and healthy.